So Liz says, hey Sam, I am an INFJ and struggling. I have a lot of fear of rejection and criticism. I am on week 4 and realizing that I can work 10 hours a day on consuming information, but I'm such an introvert that reaching out is terrifying. Yet I am 40 grand in debt, mostly from trying to make money online and living with a narcissistic mother and a pothead brother. Why isn't this enough pain to make me move forward? It gets worse. I'm 40 years old. Well, at least you know. And honestly, it's never easy to start it. It doesn't matter how much the pain gets or anything. I mean, it's never easy. You just have to do it. I always use that example, like it's like diving into a cold swimming pool. So you know what it's like? You're standing on the edge of a freezing cold pool, and the more you think about it and the more you procrastinate about getting in, the worse it gets and the less likely you are to get in. But if you just jump, it's like cold for a second and then you're good. So you just need to jump. Stop learning stuff. If you're like, you just need to act. You need to do something, and you just need to do it because you just need to rationalize it yourself. It's like you can continue to have the life you've got, or you can act, go through a little bit of pain. It'll be fun once you go through it, and then have whatever you want and change anything you want. It's that simple. You just need to do it. So Adeline is liking this video. Awesome. So Cody says, Sam, I've hit a brick wall after my first client. I understand that I need to do X to get another client, but I still don't do it. I don't know if it's just laziness or feeling like I'm not worth doing this. Is there anything that you know I need to do? And if I don't do X, I'll keep failing. Yes, so I mean, you already know what you need to do. You're already telling me it in here. I mean, this is what most people have a problem with. It's like they know what they need to do to get where they want to go, but they just somehow they don't think that they can do the thing. And it's really just, it's your comfort zone. You're comfortable kind of where you are right now. You've gotten very used to it. And so now if, any sort of change is going to bring resistance. And whenever you change the state of something, it has a lot of resistance. And so it's just normal. It's like, it's a totally normal thing. And you just have to understand that and then just do it. No, it's like ripping off a Band-Aid, like the more you think about it and the more you procrastinate about it, the worse it gets and the less chance you've got of doing it. So you've just got to do it. Joshua Westover says, I'm starting to become aware of my highs and lows as you speak about in week 2. However, I'm unsure about how to get myself out of these patterns and habits. Should I just set higher goals to get myself out of it? Dude, you've got to become, first of all, aware. So, it might happen once and you might be like, oh, what happened there? Then it might happen again and you're like, all right, now I can sense this pattern. Now I know what's going on. Then it might happen again and you're like, damn, I knew that was happening, but I just didn't quite get it. And then you've got to be disciplined from that point onwards so that when you feel it coming on and you can sense it and you can start to see what is happening, you're aware of it, you have to control yourself and stop it. And most people know what they're doing is the wrong thing and they just do it anyway, right? And once you're aware of it, you have to just develop that inner strength to discipline yourself. And it starts with like everything, going to bed on time, waking up on time. If you do exercise every single day, if you push yourself hard in the gym every single day, if you eat healthy and you you know, when you have cravings for sugar or chocolate or bad food, you don't give in to those cravings. You feel the hunger and you're like, nah, not listening. And then when you feel the procrastination pulling on you to check your phone, go onto Instagram, check Facebook, you know, you've got to fight back. You've got to feel it pulling on you and be like, nah, not happening. And the key to this thing is, you know, if someone can't discipline themselves in one area, they won't be able to discipline themselves anywhere. So just like working out every day, waking up at the same time, having like a clean house, eating healthy, if you start to do those things, then you'll start to develop really good self-control. And then when you feel cravings and you don't act on them, that's when you get to that next level. And it's just more self-control, more self-control, more self-control, to the point where nothing rattles you. You know, you don't waver at anything. You have full control. Practice. Gabrielle says, what's your number one tip to handle anxiety and procrastination? To do it. Seriously. Like if you're procrastinating, the only thing that makes that pain and anxiety go away is doing it. And then once you get into it, like once you start doing it and then you drop into like that flow state because you're doing it, like then all thoughts disappear. That's what you've got to do. Just sit down, lock the doors, get rid of your phone, get rid of everything, quit out of your 100 different tabs and quit out of all of your applications and just start doing it. And don't stop till it's done.